There'll be frustrations, moments of madness, anger, regrets, and miseries. But your friends in hostel sees all of these for you, and you will again be normal. And in the end, you will all enjoy it.
Hello, guys, we are back again with another podcast. Thank you so much for all your kind and encouraging words. That's what we do, create a space for medical students like us to learn about our triumphs and all our failures. And since we are a huge family working together, we feel blessed to have our friends who are so ready to share. Thank you so much. Today we have our friend Navin, a third-year medical student from IUM. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
The lockdown seems never ending. However, the importance of staying at home cannot be undermined, can it? And while preparing for our content, you know, right, many things happen in self-isolation. A bit of contemplating, a bit of reflecting, few smiles, few not so happy moments. And that's what we did, right, Manita?
Yeah, as I was sitting here waiting for everything to come back to normal, I traveled back in time. Well, in my memory, of course, not a time machine, where I thought about my journey of what I had thought when I entered into a medical college and how I have grown emotionally, personally, and intellectually as well. So that's what we are talking about today, everyone. Medical college is hard, but how hard it really is, and what to expect in medical college. 5.5 years of learning, working, learning some more, and working, you better be prepared. So we are ready to journey along various avenues of medical college and what will you learn and how will you make time for your personal growth and health.
And the only thing I can remember is how overwhelmed I was with anatomy dissection after playing with those frogs in Earthworm. Jokes apart, first year and second year are the basic normal functioning and structures of the body, read in anatomy and physiology, along with pathology, drugs to treat diseases that comes under pharmacology and systems-based study in your second year. We also did get to learn and do a few case-based questions and problem-based learning. Among all this, I realized it becomes very important to know what your learning style is. Visual learners can learn a lot via mind maps, and kinesthetic learners can have skill training. And for auditory learners, you really need to take the lectures. And these years also consists of a community field visit in TU curriculum. 17 days feels like bliss. From carrying out school health programs to focus group discussions, connecting with the village people, becoming their families, and endless data analyzing in SPSS till 2 in the morning. We did it all. But you learn to have fun, to be there for your friends, understand human bonding, and to leave that and come back seems disheartening.
And clinical years, I would say they are the cherry on the pie. The rounds, interaction with patients, learning clinical skills, these are what we yearn from the very first day of wearing a white coat, right? And when it finally comes true, there are hurdles along the way. The marathon between wards, long-standing hours, the mistakes we make when trying things for the first time, and no wonder scolding from the faculties. But these are what that adds to the beauty of clinical years. I'm still yet to fully discover what my clinical years have stored for me, but I'm all ready for the roller coaster. We all are. The first step towards learning is the willingness to learn, right? And towards the victory is the faith we have in ourselves. I believe we can do.
Medical school is about figuring out. You'll realize how studies can occupy you and many of your friends from college, 11 and 12, or even school think you're drifting apart. You need to contact them whenever you get the time. Another important issue is about maintaining your health. Third year syndrome, med students syndrome. Whatever we call it, medical students tend to imagine every disease state occurring in themselves while they are studying it. While you should never ignore symptoms, when you think you are dying from a rare condition, do a reality check. If you are convinced that something is wrong, visit the infirmary. On the other hand, medical students can experience all the same diseases that patients suffer from, TB, hepatitis being the common ones. While serious conditions can occur, students are also prone to anxiety, depression, and stress-induced condition. Be sure to take care of yourself so that you can care safely for others.
And as most of us has experienced, home seems a distant but warm feeling. Many medical colleges here in Nepal make it compulsory for students to stay in the college hostels, and that can be an experience altogether. And we have Navin here to share with you all what hostel can be like.
Hi everyone, my name is Naveen Gautam. Today in this What to Expect in Medical School series, I'll be talking about hostel life. Among the many experiences we gather in a medical school, there also happens to be some of the best moments of your life. Today I'll be sharing some of my expectations and experiences from a medical school hostel. So gathering some wisdom from your seniors will come very handy to face the transition from home to the hostel. So talking about the hostel, I'll be first discussing about the rooms. So if your hostel allows for single rooms, choosing them will be preferably better, and it is mainly best felt during the exams. You can be the king there and can make it as much dirty as you want, and sometimes make it clean too. But expect for gatherings that can happen all at sudden, even in single rooms. Some might want to live with many roommates, and if that is the case, the more the roommates, the merrier will be the stay. Second, about friends. So you'll make friends. Not just friends, but a family. Most of us keep our wild side within ourselves and only expose it sometimes. So far from home, alone, you will find friends who go beyond just being wild. Of course, some still are cool, calm, and contained. If you are a boy hosteler especially, your clothes, shoes, and food will never only be yours. Your bed will never only be yours. It will be perfectly okay if you shower just once a week. You'll learn to make chickens and eat many uneaten things together, travel to distant places together, and you don't know what fun you might be getting into, and maybe create some wonderful or painful memories along the way. Finally, there'll be frustrations, moments of madness, anger, regrets, and miseries, but your friends in hostel sees all of these for you, and you will again be normal, and in the end, you will all enjoy it. Third, about ragging. So ragging, in especially talking about Maharazan's Medical Campus Hostel, is absolutely absent. The main reason is that juniors do not get chance to be a hosteler in the first year because of the limited seats available. So they become eligible for ragging when they go to third or fourth year, in which case it is their turn to take ragging. But some mild form of ragging takes place in the college. They are just some interactive sessions to build rapport and get to know your batchmates as well as the seniors. And for some, it is also a way to start love lives with the newly arrived juniors. Now about studies. MBBS is always about study, but only some rare population dare study all the time. You might have many common studies, or you may study alone in your room or in the library. You'll make funny mnemonics for many things when you do combined studies. You'll study anatomy on your friend's hands, copy histology diagrams together, study bones together, do physical examination for your OSCEs on your friends, and all of these will be extremely helpful in remembering things as a medical student. During exams, hostel corridors and the stairs suddenly convert into a place full of intellectuals, and all you can see are books and exhausted people lying on their books. Now and then a friend comes to check in how much you have done, and occasionally asks random questions to test your preparation. These all develop a very strong confidence in you to crack the exam very easily. Hostel life also gives you enough time to work for your dreams other than being just a doctor. You can go to the gym, go for cycling, you can run marathons, join hip-hop dance classes, go for those guitar lessons you always wish to go, develop talents and hobbies, and these all go a long way in shaping your personality and for you to stand out. Fifth, about food. So you'll have multiple food options in Maharazan's medical campus hostel, each of which will be worse than the other. This actually depends on where you're doing your MBBS in Nepal, of course. In most of the hospital canteens, food tastes very flat and sucks many a time. But there are also some good places around if you dare to go out and ask your seniors. You can always go out to expensive restaurants and spend all your money for eating good foods. When you become broke, you'll learn some of the best ways to manage financial crisis in life. Now about hostel politics. So try to be friendly and respectful to everyone you meet. There'll be multiple fights, multiple agonies, multiple reasons to break your anger. There'll be politics of multiple kinds, but eventually everything gets figured out. So that's it. Go there, live the moments, carve your own stories, make the most wonderful memories for a lifetime in the hostel. Thank you.
Enjoy your journey. This is a safe place where you'll get to experience many life lessons of setbacks, of managing, of coping, of building relationships, and of networking, and you form an image of what you're going to be and what you are going to give to the world around you. We are happy to be a part of your journey. Feel free to write to us at podcastnaihs@gmail.com. See you next time. Keep flying.
Take care, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.